Welcome back, hockey fans, and we're set here for game number 1 of the MMJHL playoffs. And just give us 1 second here as we get all of our audio sorted out. And here in the finals, it'll be a good matchup. We got the Pembina Valley Twisters rolling into town to take on the St. James Canucks. I'm your host, Belly Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And off the draw, it's controlled by the Canucks. Canucks in their own zone. They'll work it around and work it up the far side boards. Picked up by Dick. Dick, he'll pass it across to Hepner. And Hepner plays it in. Deflected off the stick of Cohen Thomas and all the way down. And I'll get ringed around the boards by the goaltender. Pushed right ahead by Dick, though, into the zone. On the far side, trying to work it out. William, he'll play that in. And that rolls around behind the boards. Will be picked up by Mike Hepner, and Hepner sends it ice wide, and that comes all the way down to Carroll's, and Carroll centers, and a quick save early on. Great opportunities for the Twisters. As William, he'll put it into the zone. Picked up by Van Dynes, long stretch pass. And DeGrave, he'll scoop it up, and he'll play that off a stick. Picked up now by Van Dynes. Van Dynes on the back end. Now looking, and he'll fire that one just wide. Picked up by Joliker. Joliker down low. He's guarded by the 8 for the Canucks. And then they'll work that out now here to the blue line. And Cale Price will pick it up, and he'll send it out of the zone, relieve some pressure for a bit. As that rolls around behind where LaRock, he'll go out to play, and that's batted down by a high stick for the Twisters and sent all the way down. Icing waved off. Joliker picks it up, fires, blows puck on the rebound. It'll lay there, no one can pick that one up. And it comes out of the zone. DeGrave picks it up, the leading scorer for the Pembina Valley Twisters throughout the playoff run. Across, and DeGrave, he can find it in his feet via Weeb. And on the far side, the Canucks still work it out ice, and now circling loud, and that's played in off the boards. As they continue applying pressure, picked up now by Wood. Wood on the near side, he'll clear out down, and off a couple sticks, Clark trying to jam it ahead. Pressured there by the 17 for the Canucks. And still working with it now here. Canucks, they play it back around and into the zone. And fanning on that one's Tom Kelly wrestling, he leaves that open, and the point blank save for the Rock on that opportunity. Canucks now, again, they'll work it into the zone. 17:31 on the clock. Shots are 2-1 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. And the jam on the near side. Canucks will work it back to the line. There's a shot through traffic, and that was just wide of the net. Brosite holds the zone for the Canucks, and coming in to pinch is the 24. Played right back in by the 17, just wide of the net. Picked up by Wood for the Twisters, and Wood trying to get it out. And he can't quite get it out of the zone. He'll glove that one down. And Wood gets it ahead. Walking in comes Bergman. He didn't carry the puck with him, and he gets called on the offside. Bring us our first stoppage in play at 16:56. And as they get ready, here set for the draw, Sutherland in for the Twisters, and he'll win that one back to Hepner, plays it in on the near side. And that comes all the way down and gets just past the goaltender. Around behind the net, Canucks trying to dig it out in the corner. And the Twisters, they scoop that one up off a couple sticks. Still fighting for it. Picked up by the Canucks. Canucks working on the near side. And Sutherland, he'll play that one back to Van Dynes walking in. Sutherland passes it across, shot, the Twisters score. And the Twisters strike first in the playoffs. And finding the back of the net, set up by Sutherland. And it's Riley Gertzen getting the opening goal here in the playoffs. The Twisters taking the lead here on the road. And here's a quick look at that replay on the setup. As a nice little spin pass there from the 25 of Sutherland. Gertzen finds the back of the net. And we are the Twisters with an early 1-goal lead. It's Riley Gertzen from Slade Sutherland to start this one off. Canucks controlling in their own zone. Bouncing puck played across to Carrolls. Jacob Carrolls, he works it into the zone. Still fighting with it now here. And yes, we're sorry there about the video feed. We'll try and fix that there with our cables a little bit all tossed around as that puck comes around behind LaRock. LaRock, he'll play it ahead. And the Twisters, they clear that one right through the spindles of the roof. And Whiteley plays it in. One of the top defense in the league. On the far side, Twisters work that ahead. That bounces off a couple sticks. Whiteley picks it up, and Brady Whiteley will send it in. Picked up by the other 26 on the ice, and Van Dyne's his long stretch pass, and doesn't quite make it to intended target. With that, Guilford plays it in on Gilbert. Gilbert will stick that into the corner boards. Will be picked up by the Canucks. Canucks now working across. Joliker, he'll play it ahead. Picked up now by Weeb. Weeb walking in through traffic fans on that one. Circling back is Weeb. Still working with it now here. Back to the point for Hepner. Hepner, his shot through traffic. That won't go. And again, they're played around behind the net. Still working with it. Down low. Back to Hepner. Hepner, he'll ring that one all the way around the boards. Twister still controlling in the attack zone to Hepner at the point through traffic, deflected just over the net by the Twisters. And the skirmish for the puck behind the net. And Cale Price, well, he'll get his stick on that and start to calm that one down. And then Jacob Phillips coming to help, trying to clear it as the Twisters continue to control. As brought the side, he'll play that around to Phillips. And Phillips, he'll be able just to get it out of the zone for a bit. Pressured there, trying to pick it up was Patient Butler. And he'll come all the way out of the zone again by the Twisters. Canucks, they'll slide it in on the near side. Picked up by Mike Hepner. Hepner, his long stretch pass. And that comes all the way down. Icing waved off. Clark plays it across, and the Twisters strike again. So 2 quick goals in succession for the Twisters. And with that, it's Cody Clark on the assist and Poeta on the goal. Here is a quick look at the replay of that goal. As a hustle by Clark and the nice pass across, and he gets it in. It's the Twisters up by 2 here in the opening 6 minutes. Big slap shot by Neal, and holding on for the whistle is LaRock. Here's a look at that opportunity as the Twisters in their own zone turn it over at the point. And there's a slap shot by Neal as he walks into the camera there. And off the draw, Carroll's, he'll work it back. And on the near side, here comes Cohen Thomas. Cohen Thomas on the near side. He'll play it all the way down. Carroll's picks up. Xander Carroll's plays it down low. Still jamming at that loose puck. As they continue to fight with it, Twister hits the ice. Stands back up. Getting pressured there by the 21 of Aiden Bruce. And that loose puck now picked up here by Sobey, one of the pickups here for the Canucks. Played along to the 17 off a couple sticks, picked up now by the Twisters. And Xander Carroll, he'll fire that in all the way around behind the net. Cohen Thomas, he'll stick that one behind the net again now here where the Canucks control in their own zone and now get some sort of offensive pressure, and Van Dynes nicely breaks it up. William jumps over the puck to get his line change in, and the Canucks have to be careful there as a bit of a sloppy line change by them early on. Wood, he falls. Wood now continuing though to play the puck. He'll work it around the boards, and that will get left for the 20 of the Canucks working it up. The far side, Whiteley giving chase to pick it up. Whiteley now to the safety, around behind his net, still pressured by the 21 of Van Dynes. As the Canucks work it on the near side, walking in, quick shot, sticked into the corner by Larocque. And Osterman, he'll play it down low, and he'll take out Sutherland, and a couple people jumping over sticks. Gertson all alone. Here comes Gertson with his one tonight, trying to find his second, and he just missed by a couple inches on that one. Canucks still working with it, down low, and they'll work that one all the way around off a twister stick before getting it out of the zone, but that one gets scooped up and played in by Ashton Romanock. Hepner now off of the stick of Joliker and played ahead to Weeb. Weeb walks in with Hepner, and Hepner couldn't get a shot away. Weeb tried to get too fancy with it, and that got knocked off the stick of Phillips. And on the near side, played in by the Canucks. As Mason Van Dell, there's a dangerous opportunity on that up there down low for the Canucks, and that one gets fired wide as the Twisters. Played in around behind the net. Joliker giving chase. Mason Vandell there, and then still working with it. Down low, William out there. And off a couple sticks as St. James plays around behind their own net. Picked up by Joliker. Joliker turns and fires, and that one gets blocked by traffic in front. And the Canucks on the near side, they walk in. Mason Vandell is shot in, and holding on for the whistles Larocque at 10:45 as the shots get gnawed up here at 4 apiece. Off the draw, Bruce with it back at the point. His shot through traffic, and Larocque holding on. And here's a look at that opportunity here for the Canucks off the draw. Nice win by Cale Price. Back there to Bruce, and Aiden Bruce's shot through traffic gets deflected and held on by Larocque. Cale Price, he'll works it back to Bruce, and he'll pass it across to Romanock. Romanock now to Bruce, and Bruce trying to hold the zone. That puck flicks up into the announcer's booth, bringing us a stoppage and play down low. 10:29 here on the clock. Bergman, he'll roll in for the draw against Price, and he'll beat Price on that one. He'll work it back on the near side. Trying to work it out off a couple sticks, and the Twisters get it out of the zone. They work it back. Canucks in their own zone. Trying to play it ahead. Off a couple sticks. And now on the near side, that comes all the way down around behind the net. Hepner, he gets pressured. Still jamming at it. And that comes all the way down the ice to Neal. Picked up by Romanock. Romanock looking backhand, centering in front for Price, and he gets taken out of the play. And there's not going to be a penalty to the surprise there. Price says he thought that he got pushed into the net, but other than that, a questionable call by the official, bring the faceoff out of the zone. And again, I'm sorry if you can't hear me or if it's echoing bad. Trying to do our best here with what we got. Off the draw, controlled by Russell, and Russell works that all the way around behind the net, where it gets played by the goalkeeper. Trying to center that one, and that one won't go. On the near side, and a hard hit there. As Larocque holds on for the whistle, you can see that Wood took a pretty hard hit there with the stick going flying up in the air. Nice play by the Canucks to come out and get some physicality going here. On the near side, Off a couple sticks, Cohen Thomas. He'll clear that all the way down, and it'll be an icing. Bring us to stoppage and play at 9:20. Shots are 6-4 in favor of the St. James Canucks. Twisters leading by a score of 2-0. And off the draw, Canucks work it back to the point. Shot through traffic, deflected, loose in front, ends. Or correction, Larock did not make the save, and it just trickles in. The Canucks have split the Twisters' lead in half. It's William finding the back of the net. From the 21 of Aiden Bruce, and possibly the 13 of Griffin I8. We'll check here on the replay. And here's a quick look at the replay of the Canucks goal as William quickly goes for a change. And there's William able to put it in the back of the net here, get his team back within one. Deflected in by the Canucks. Bending on it's the Twisters, and they turn that over. Here's the opportunity, and a nice play there to work it out. Sturtson on the near side. Through traffic comes Van Dynes, and Van Dynes centers in front as the Twisters trying to, feel like I like talking about a bunch, jumping on a team right after a goal and getting it to work out for you. Get a team flat-footed. As it comes back to Hepner at the blue line, he'll work it in down low as he gets pressured by the 17. I think that's of Turner, and he'll take it here on the near side. And that gets played all the way down. Correction, that's Younger. My bad on the name mispronunciation there. As DeGrave plays it in, just wide of the net. Canucks now, with a little bit of energy after that goal. They'll work it into the zone, played across by Wood at the 8-minute mark. Wood plays it all the way down past Butler, icing waved off. DeGrave chasing it down. As the Canucks work it around in their own zone. Canucks on the far side, trying to get ahead to Price. Price plays it in, Younger gives chase. In around behind the net, Larock, he'll turn that one over. Price's shot is blocked by DeGrave, and DeGrave picks the pockets. Aiden Bruce on that one. Outracing Neal is Weeb, and he's able to fork it out of the zone for a bit as the Canucks play it right back in. Twisters working on the near side. Joliker scoops that one up, and he'll play it all the way down the ice. Picked up and controlled by the Canucks. Canucks working it here on the near side. Deflected by DeGrave. DeGrave is shot through traffic and just high of the net. Carroll's trying to play that one down low and off a Canuck as that one gets worked ahead. Canucks now. They'll pull that one back and play it across. Deflected in by Romanok, and that gets gloved and held for a whistle by Larock, and didn't hear a whistle there. We'll get one as Cale Price was right in front of him. Off the draw, first side he'll play it across, and off the 20 and down low for the Canucks. Worked ahead by the 16 of Thorson, and trying to get it back. Picked up now by Bergman. Bergman on the near side through traffic, and that gets cleared into the zone. And out to play it. Here comes the Canucks as they peel it off into the zone. Around behind the net. Trying to jump into the 22, deflected off a stick. A big block in front for Clark on that shot. Through traffic and sees it the whole way. Correction, Larock, my bad there. On the starting goaltender for the Twisters. Meanwhile, walking in is Hepner going the other way. Hepner through traffic. He'll play that across to Carroll's. Carroll's shot through traffic, and that gets blocked. Working it now here on the near side. Guilford, he'll send it into the zone. Brought this little first one back, and he'll get it right back from Phillips. And they'll work it on the far side off the stick of the Twister, staying in play as Russell jams that ahead. Canucks had to be careful there on the change. And Carroll's, he'll block that one. Coming in on the near side, Griffin Hyatt, he centers that one. And he had their game-winning goal to give them their championship last year at the finals against St. Vital. And working it around is the Canucks on the far side. In their own zone, trying to get it out. They got William here. And trying to go the other way. Took a Twister's bounce off the stanchion. And Gertson working with it. He's stepped up so far in this game. Liked his play a lot. As Carroll's works it ahead, trying to find Gertson on that one. Can't find him there. Comes back Van Dynes. Putting on some poise there with the weight before playing it ahead to Alex Van Dynes and into the zone. Under 5 to go here in the opening period. We got a 2-1 hockey game. Twisters shoot it in right at the line. Van Dynes, or Gertson picking up that loose puck. Bouncing up in front of Van Dynes, and Van Dynes playing it in again. Is Kyle Van Dynes. Canucks working it in their own zone around through traffic. Now down low. And that one gets fired in just wide of the net. On the near side, Gertson plays it into the zone. Worked ahead around now by the Canucks. As the Canucks work it around, trying to get it out. Nice play there, trying to break it out. It's Weeb, but still going through traffic. Neal stays with it. And what a move by him. But couldn't get much of a shot away as Jolker has to evade the hit from Bruce. And he'll work that ahead to Weeb. Weeb just couldn't catch up to it. And again, this time it's Younger trying to work with it here. And the Canucks trying to control the neutral zone. Sobey, he'll push that one ahead. And the Twisters get that lucky tip off the stick of Weeb into the zone to wave off the ice and picked up by the all-dangerous Neal. And Roy Neal, he'll work that on the near side. And walking in comes Younger, and the hit slowing him down by Dick. Into the slot for Cale Price. He can get a shot away, forked away from the goaltender. Nice play by Younger down low in front of Larocque, causing him not to freeze the puck. Picked up, Twisters got 2-1 the other way with Joliker. And Joliker now from Weeb, waits, fires, and a save made on that opportunity. Joliker now working it down low. He'll center that one. Picked up by the Canucks. Canucks trying to get it out of the zone. Twisters now controlling at center ice. So working back to Jacob Carroll. He'll play it across to DeGrave. And all the way down the ice, Joliker giving chase. Picked up by Poet. He just put that over the glove. And walking in is Bergman firing. Save made. We got penalty coming up to the Canucks. And the Twisters get the opening power play. Here's a quick look here at the penalty. And it looks like it could be a hook right there. I didn't actually see what it was. Twisters get the opening power play. And here we go, in and around off the draw. Twisters, they'll play it across here on the man advantage. Shot through traffic just wide of the net. Jamming at it. And it still won't go. And here's a short-handed opportunity for the Canucks, and they hit the ice, and that's the end of that opportunity for them. Twisters power play in the playoffs, 11.8%. As Bergman walks in and circles back. Still looking. Shot from the point, deflected in front and holding on for a whistle is the netminder. St. James has a penalty kill of 81.8. And those are your special teams stats. Sponsored by Rempo Insurance. 1:58 on the clock, 1:23 remaining on the penalty to Ashton Romanok. And off the draw. Twisters, they control here in the tack zone with the man advantage. Back to Weeb. Weeb trying to get past Price. Price picks him off. Here's a dangerous opportunity for Price. Price walking in on his knees and in. Holding on is LaRock. And here's a brilliant look at that opportunity from Cale Price. And LaRock holds on. .141 here on the clock. A late change for the Canucks. And working in their own zone is Weeb. Weeb, he'll leave it back, and no, Twister's going to pick that up. And the 16 there, the Canucks, not too quick enough to jump on that opportunity there. As that puck rolls all the way around behind the net, back to Weeb. Weeb, he waits and plays it across. Twisters now, they'll work with it. Across now here to DeGrave. To Weeb. Still looking, they'll play it back to DeGrave. To Joliker, a shot through traffic won't go. Back to Joliker. To DeGrave. Still working with it now here is the Twisters. Shot through traffic and that won't go. Canucks trying to get a stick on it, now picked up by Sutherland. 14 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Back to the point for Russell. Russell, he'll wait. And that one gets fired just over the net. And that's going to about do it here for the power play as it's played across man out of the box for the Canucks as Romanuk enters play. And actually it'll be William as Romanuk comes out of the box. And the Canucks, they work it on the near side, 24 and counting. William, he'll play it down. And Jacob Carroll still working around the other side. Cale Price, he plays it on. Before a little top with Joliker and a big hit there by Mason Vandell on DeGrave. Final 10 seconds. And Neal touched that with a high stick and a 5.0. We got a stoppage in play here. And off the draw, sent all the way down in on net, and the goaltender will hold for a whistle, and that will be the end here, and we'll send you to intermission here. I know this is Morse Multiplex, I haven't had time to change it. And it's the Twisters leading by a score of 2-1, getting heavily outshot though by 12-7. I'm your host, Benny Brandt, and I'll be with you shortly here following the intermission, as you will not be able to hear me over this music. But before we cut, we'll try and get a quick go over your goal scorers here in this one. And starting off your scoring here in the first period, Riley Gertzen, he found the back of the net from Slade Sutherland and Alex Van Dynes at 3:39. And 2.5 minutes later, Mark Paulette found the back of the net from Cody Clark to give the Twisters a 2-0 lead. And then to cut that in half, Tyrone William was able to get the Canucks on the board from Griffin Hyatt and Aiden Bruce at 10:47. I'm your host, Benny Brown, with my cameraman Josh Keck, and we'll be with you back after these commercials.
Come and discover the warmth and hospitality of Morris, home of the thrilling Manitoba Stampede. Nestled as the central hub on Highway 75, Morris is more than a town. It's a thriving nexus of business and community, with new industrial opportunities ready to break ground. Join us and make Morris your next investment.
A co-op is not a building. It's not a gas bar, a home center, or a food store. A co-op is a group of people working together to help each other, to feed, to fuel, to build community. This is where we work. This is where we live. This is who we are. We are early risers. We are trusted neighbors. We are committed to serving you. We are Co-op.
Paul Brandt Trucking, a chance meeting years ago that turned into an incredible friendship. Turns out we have the same name. Now that's something that doesn't happen every day. But as I've had the opportunity to work with this exceptional award-winning company, I've come to understand that there is something that happens every day with Morris, Manitoba's Paul Brandt Trucking. They deliver quality. Paul Brandt Trucking has helped me to do business better. My trucking company of choice since they first appeared in the Convoy video. Their world-class fleet and personnel literally keep the show on the road, delivering our gear and stage production each and every night. Congratulations, Paul Brandt Trucking, on 50 years of traditional values, modern methods, and for service with excellence on every single run. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.
Saving for your child's education doesn't need to be stressful. Access offers a wide range of investment options to help you and your family's future, like a registered education savings plan. With the flexibility to deposit anytime throughout the year, you decide when and how much to contribute, making it easy to save for your child's education. Contact us today to start your savings plan so you can spend more time celebrating your child's future. Access Credit Union, where you need us to be.
And as Zamboni is finished up here, trying to put this in a place where you can hear me here. We had go over some stats here coming in here. First off, when you look at your starting goaltenders in this one, Owen LaRock coming in to this game, and there's 4 games played in the postseason, 3-0, as he did not complete the 1 game due to his injury. And he's given up only 2 goals in those games, and with that, 2 shutouts, as the 1 goal he gave up was following, or his injury was following, as I was on the same play. Meanwhile, when you look here at Noah Gilbert, who's played all of his games for his team, his goals against average 2.13, save percentage of .933, and again comparing him again to Owen LaRock here, a save percentage of .981, goals against average of 0.60, incredibly low. A lot of high scores here for the Canucks compared to the Twisters. Their series have been more high scoring, and as we talk about both these teams though, they have came through adversity to get to this point. And yes, with that adversity has led them to be perfect throughout their playoff runs, which will end tonight, being perfect. And there's only one team can be perfect after tonight. But with that, you saw the Canucks get outshot in their series against the Express, and that was in the games as well as overall by 9 shots. Meanwhile, on the other hand, for the Pembina Valley Twisters, you've seen them get outplayed pretty bad in a lot of play periods, not just shot-wise, but also control of the game, and still have come back, though, to find the back of the net in the better parts of those games and the better parts of their opponents. And with that, we head to period number 2 here as the Twisters control off the draw. Weeb walks in. Weeb going through traffic, now works to the backhand in front. And that loose puck they're still jamming at, trying to find it. Are the Twisters into the slot for Joliker? His shot through traffic, off the glass, down low. Twisters jamming at it. And getting his stick on that there is Anderson, and he'll be able to break that up. Mason Vendel, he'll play it across to William. And here we go, come the Canucks, going the other way. And with that, the Canucks will work its way back as they clear that one in. As Weeb works it up on the far side, he'll play that in. Butler scoops it up on the near side. Aiden Bruce now with the puck as we're a minute in. As Roy Neal with the puck on his stick, he'll center that one. And not much else happening for them there. Still working with it now here. Here come the Twisters around from behind their own net, working through traffic. Walking in comes Bergman. That gets gloved down. Still on the stick of Bergman. Bergman now he'll work it into the corner boards, trying to work it ahead. And that gets cleared out of the zone. And here's an opportunity going the other way for the Canucks as they walk through traffic. Shot it on that one. LaRock makes his first save of the period. On the near side, and off a couple Twister sticks centered in front. Nice attempt there by K.O. Price. Couldn't get it exactly where he wanted on his blade, and with that, the puck comes out of play, and we got a stoppage in play. 18-12 here on the clock. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with my cameraman, Josh Keck. And up the draw, Canucks, they win that back to the point. And Whiteley, he'll play it ahead. All the way across now here for Neal. And that'll get picked off by the Twisters. St. James playing it out of their own zone is Butler. On the near side. Continues to work it ahead. And a misplay there by the Twisters. And Price, he'll pick that up at the line. And on that shot, holding on for the whistle is LaRock. St. James still leading in the shot category, 14-8. 2:15 into the middle frame. Off the draw, Twisters still jamming at a couple of them there. Trying to work it ahead on the near side, off a couple sticks. Pembina Valley. Weeb now off his stick, picked up and walking in Joliker. He fires that one in the flash of the leather, holding on for the save. Is the 30 of Noah Gilbert, who, as I talked about, kept them in even when his team was giving up 40-plus shots. So their team definitely rebounded in that shot category as they doubled up a couple of times there against the Hawks in that second series. As DeGrave works ahead off a couple sticks. As I like to talk about here, how these teams have adapted and how that's continued to help them play this perfect hockey we've seen so far. As the Twisters just can't get it out. Bromanuk holding a zone for his own team. As the Twisters on the near side, turning that one over in this at center ice. Picked up now and worked ahead as Weeb. Weeb walks in, goes through traffic, still waits, centers that. Now tic-tac-toe to Russell and holding on for a whistle. We got a stoppage in play. Here's a look at that replay on that scoring opportunity from the Pembina Valley Twisters. And off the draw. Quick shot by the Twisters, deflected just wide of the goal. On the near side, Grindle, he'll walk in. Fires that one off the glass and into the netting and out of play. Bring us a stoppage in play at 16:33. Shots this frame, 2 for the St. James Canucks, 3 for the Pembina Valley Twisters. Off the draw, worked in by the Canucks. Twisters in their own zone. They work that ahead off the boards. Coming in is Gertson. Gertson goes through traffic, skips over a couple sticks. Still working with it. A couple of players come in to help him out. Glove down, Van Dyne's going to get a shot away. Gertson, his shot's kicked into the corner. Well, he'll pick it up after brushing off the hit there of Broadsight, trying to work it back down to the point. Twisters, he'll sauce that across. Nice play there to Van Dyne's through traffic. And a save there on the hard shot. And high stick waved off. Shot right through the crease. That was passed. Puck still loose. And a couple of Canucks defense, their skates. Skips right over a couple Canucks players into the slot. Another save. On count, make that 2 there. In tight. As Gilbert making a couple of great saves. Canucks, puck in their feet, trying to work it out of the zone. And Grindle, he'll send that in. LaRock plays it behind his net. And the Twisters, they work that ahead off a couple sticks where it's scooped up by William. William, he'll work it back to Mason Vandal. Long stretch pass. And that's off a couple sticks into the zone. Clark giving chase. And he gets his feet taken out from underneath him. Dick plays it across. Shot on net. The Twisters, they block their own shot. As Hepner makes a nice spin move, playing that ahead. And working through traffic. Here comes the Canucks on a 2-on-1. A nice play by Neal across and off the post. LaRock might have got part of that. What a save he made. And Pouet now chasing down the puck. He has at the other end where he gets taken down. And the Canucks, some good back and forth hockey here. Neal back to William, to Neal and across on the tic-tac-toe. Maybe one too many as they shoot that one just wide as the 25 of Mason Vandal. Twisters slowing it down as they take a hard hit. And thanks to William, he put his hand up and now the ref decided he was going to call high stick. As the Twisters turn that one over. Nice pass across from Aiden Bruce, and That one gets blocked now, picked up by Guilford. He'll send it into the zone and give chase. 3 Twisters back. As the Twisters work it back to the point, shot through traffic. Save made on that opportunity. Not much of a shot as Carrolls works it back. Is Xander Carrolls to Jacob Carrolls. The Twisters capped in now down low. Anderson trying to work it out of the zone off of the skate of Guilford. Picked up by Jacob Carrolls. Glove down by William. And the skirmish for the puck continues as that gets cleared in. Twisters. They'll work that out, deflecting off a couple sticks. Whiteley picks it up. 13-13 on the clock here in the second. Shot 16, 15 in favor of Pembina Valley. Canucks in their own zone. Long stretch pass. That's picked off by Carrolls. Carrolls clears that one in. Off a couple sticks. Still working at it. And Carrolls just took too much there. Couldn't get a shot away. Twisters though staying with us. They worked that down low to Xander Carrolls, as Weeb was able to stay with it the whole time. As he again gives chase. And a long race for that puck. Good hustle there to outdo the icing as Romanok. And still fighting for that puck. Twisters pick it up. They pass that one across and into the zone. Carrolls. DeGrave is going to be not offside. Official's hand was up. He must have just dropped it at the line. Still working with it back to Kyle Van Dynes, and he'll fire it in on his own man before the Canucks will ice it, bring us a stoppage in play at 12:11 here. And what has been a good start to the period for both teams. Good action at either end. But let's look at some of the key and some of the small moments. And here's a nice little saucer pass. And a nice pass right across to the far blue line there. And again, Gilbert having the answer on that Van Dyne shot on that replay we just showed you. Russell, he'll work that around all the way to Alex Van Dynes. Van Dynes playing it down low to Gertson. He'll play that ahead. No Twister there though in that bottom corner as they got chase now. As that gets worked ahead by the Canucks. Twisters controlling in their own zone. Off a couple sticks, Van Dynes plays it in. Behind the net, Neal, he'll scoop it up. And Neal, he'll work it out on the far side. And the Canucks firing that one in off the glass. Bruce plays it in at the line. And tagging up here is the Canucks is Dick. Jonathan Dick behind his own net. He'll work it off the stick of Paulette. And into the zone around behind the goaltender. Gilbert, he'll work that out, turn it over off a twister stick, off a couple sticks, tic-tac-toeing, bouncing off the top of the boards, and a hard hit down low by Paulette. Hepner, he'll play that ahead into the zone. Still fighting for that loose puck. And Clark working at it as the skirmish continues here near the midway mark of this hockey game. Still fighting with it as the ref has it blowing down. Over 10 seconds now, and there comes a whistle at the 15-second mark of that skirmish. 10:31 on the clock. Shots in the second period, 3 for the St. James Canucks. For the Pembina Valley Twisters, they have been getting pucks towards Gilbert. Total of 9. Gilbert has had the answer on every one. You got both the top goaltenders in this one, as well as some of the top scorers going ahead. As the Twisters fire that one in. And Anderson, he'll work that around behind the net and he'll get it back. Off a couple sticks there of the Canucks. And on LaRock, so LaRock, he'll play that back. Kyle Van Dyne, he waits, might have got himself in some trouble. And he's able to outskate it though. Nice move by him. Glove down by Canuck, that's Anderson. Now working to Kyle Van Dyne. Van Dyne's across to Jacob Carrolls. Carrolls. And couldn't get a deflection there from Xander. Carrolls down low. Canucks, there on the near side. Grindle, he'll pass that ahead. And took a little bit to get to his intended target. And walking through the traffic there Canucks couldn't though get a shot away. With the traffic brewing in front, and here come the Twisters going the other way. Weeb, and his shot is out of play off a stick though of a St. James player, and he'll come into the zone at 9:37. And off the draw to Grave, he'll win that one back to Weeb. Weeb trying to work it at the point. And Mason Vendel, he'll get it back from Willian. Mason Vendel to Willian. And one too many passes into his skate. Willian couldn't get a shot away. Twisters got three going the other way as this fast-paced game continues. Joliker and a save made on that hard shot off the pads of the goalkeeper. In front now, backhanding the opportunity by Weeb, and that doesn't make it through the traffic. On the near side, Mason Vendel. He'll play it ahead. And holding on for a whistle is LaRock, as him and Gilbert have played a decent game so far and put on some really good goaltending. Perfect in this period is what I was going to say. Not perfect in the whole game, but perfect in this period. Put on a good show here for us all in this close 1-0 game. Exactly 9 minutes on the clock. Shots are 18-16 in favor of Pembina Valley off the draw. Twisters now trying to control that one. It looked like, it's hard to see from my angle here who had that on the draw. You have probably better vantage point from where the camera's sitting. Back to the point. There's a shot through traffic. And trying to work it out to Twisters. They now play that ahead to Paulette. Paulette, he'll center that to Clark. And Clark walks into the zone. Bergman waiting for him. Clark fires it off the glass. Price. And he'll get gloved down by Van Dyne's walking in and firing, just missing by a couple inches. And Carroll's running into the linesman there, plays it into the zone. As both teams slow it down here at the 8:15 mark. Canucks, they work that one across to Bruce. And Bruce working it ahead. Comes all the way into the zone, LaRock. He'll work that to the backhand. Twisters out of the attack zone, out of the defense zone into the attack zone comes Van Dynes, Kyle Van Dynes. He ran into Borthasite, and that will be the end of his opportunity there. Back to the point. Sutherland turns that one over off the stick of the 11 and holding the zone. As Romanuk broke that up as the Twisters, they deflected just wide. Van Dynes has shot through traffic, rebound, and holding on for a whistle. As Troy Brothwistell plays it right to his netminder, and Noah Gilbert will elect the whistle to halt the siege in front of his net. 7:34 on the clock. I'm your host, Billy Brownlow, with my cameraman, Josh Keck, bringing you tonight's MMJHL game. Working on the near side. Quick shot by Russell, just wide of the net. Fighting with it on the near side. Still working with it. Canucks trying to get it out. Wood has shot through traffic wide of the net. Twisters jabbing at it out low. Loose puck down low. And no one could get a stick on it as Whiteley gets it out. And Russell, he'll try and get it out of the zone. Nice play there by the Canucks, though, on a bad turnover by Russell. Chasing after that one. That one's going to get picked up by Jarrett Ross. And he'll get it right back from Whiteley on the near side, getting it all the way ahead and into the zone. Worked ahead by DeGage. On the skirmish now, continuing for that puck with Younger. And a couple of Twisters down low. Can't catch their numbers as that gets passed across the blue line for the Canucks. Shot through traffic, and the Canucks have knotted this game up at 2 apiece. It's Neal finding the back of the net from Younger. And here's a look at the Canucks replay of their goal at 13:30 as Younger gets it across to Neal, and he'll find the back of the net. But that's Sully as he ties this one up here at 2 apiece. Off the draw, Twisters coming right back. They fired that one just wide. Mason Vandal, he'll work that ahead to Willian. He'll work that ahead off a couple sticks. Around behind LaRock. He'll work it into the, he'll play it into the corner. Still jamming at it. And walking in, quick shot there. And Neal again, his quick release. That one doesn't get through the traffic in front. And it looks like it'll just be Younger on that assist, if I heard right. Puck glove down, and it's going to be a hand pass against the Canucks. At 5:47, we got a 2-2 game. And we're back here ready to commence play. Off the draw, Clark on the near side through traffic. He's a point in tonight's game. And a hard hit into the boards on Phillips. And that'll get the roar of the crowd going. Now Clark down low, back to the point. Shot through traffic by the Twisters just wide of the net. As it's starting to heat up here. As well, Mason Vandal trying to send that across to the 13 of Hyatt. And Hyatt can't get that puck to settle for him. Meanwhile, Bergman finds himself on a one-on-one going the other way against the 24 of Phillips. And Bergman, he'll work that around behind the net. 5:05 to go. Grindle playing it ahead on the near side. Twisters work it right back in. Well, Grindle will pick it up at the ring net line, make a move, pass Bergman, and now work to the far side of the ice. As Gertson going through traffic trying to lay a hit on him. Still Grindle, now he'll work it back to a point after taking it all the way around behind the Twisters net, firing that just wide of the nets, the Canucks. Twisters working it here on the near side, and we got a hand pass coming up, bringing us a stoppage in play at 4:41. Oh, correction, the net came off. Looked like he waved hand pass, it's hard to tell. Again, he kind of threw his arm, it looked like, when he put his hand up. 4:41 on the clock, draw coming out of the zone, shots 21-17 in favor of the Pembina Valley Twisters. Einerson, he'll work it across and into the zone, glove down and held on for a whistle by LaRock. So it's Roy Neal from Younger helping his team late in the period to knot this one back up against the Twisters. And off the draw, Whiteley, his shot through traffic, and that's off the end glass. Price digging at it with Weeb down low as they continue the skirmish on the near side boards. Joliker, he'll play it ahead, picked up by Weeb. Weeb walks into the zone with DeGrave firing off the side of the net. DeGrave now, he'll circle around. Pinned against the boards as we tick near that final 4 minutes here of the period. Back to the point. There's a shot through traffic deflected just wide, and we got a whistle coming up as holding on to it again is Noah Gilbert as he'll freeze the puck with the action coming near his crease. 3:55 on the clock, shots 22-17 in favor of Pembina Valley. Off the draw, sorry about that there with the audio. Van Dynes, and he'll play it around behind the net. As his shot whizzes wide, now played it off the backhand ahead, picked up by Alex Van Dynes. Centers and off a Canucks stick. As their man was there right where he needed to be to break up that pass to the slot. Trying to go the other way as Gertson works it to Alex Van Dynes. He'll play that ahead. Sutherland comes in there to make a hit. And the Canucks get called on offside at 3:25 as we slow the pace of play down here in the last 5 minutes of the frame. Good showing from support here from both fans, and they've been treated so far to a good game. A nice kick there off the draw to get that back was Guilford. Kicking it to his defensive teammate as he'll deflect that into the zone and beat Bruce out on the puck. Trying to glove that down was Carroll's, and it's picked up now. Hyatt, he'll play it across, and Canucks walking with steam is Neal, and trying to get it back as sliding around there was LaRock. Back to the point, shot through traffic. LaRock holds on through traffic. 2:56 on the clock. Shots are 22-18. Hyatt skating in for the draw. Looks like against Paulette or Clark. It's against Bergman there, the 9. Similar helmets. And on the near side, there's a shot. That's off the glass. Still working with it. Clark. He'll send that all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing at 2:40. As both teams tag up and get ready, Twisters don't get a change as Einerson goes to the bench. Whiteley and Neal getting that top defensive line on, and Hyatt is going to get thrown from the draw. Williams skates on. And Williams, he'll win that draw to Hyatt, to Whiteley, and he'll work it around behind the net. Hyatt still with the puck on his net. Centering and shot through traffic, and that won't make it. Still working down low. Canucks in their own zone. Picked up now. The Canucks, and there's a shot through traffic. Sorry, as they're announcing, I thought there was a penalty. But to make sure that there's 4 guys on the ice. Continuing now with it. Twisters just couldn't connect there on that pass, and that gets trying to pick that one off as Weeb. He'll wait to the grave off his skate. Brown behind the net. Into the last 110 seconds we go. Walking in, here come the Canucks. Hyatt, his shot off the glass. And that rebound, no one there to pick it up. Twisters working on the near side, outworking Whiteley, and Twisters, they gotta get on side as Weeb, as he's tired, goes for a change. Rolls around behind the net, 1:20 on the clock. As Jalker plays that down. Jalker in front shooting. Close side and making the save off the mask is Gilbert. Back to the point. And Sobey, here's a chance for Chase Sobey. He dives, center that one. Picked up by Jalker. And Jalker now, he'll work that one to and getting that shot there. Another quick shot. DeGrave with the first one. Van Dynes with the other one is Van Dynes. He'll work it around. Under a minute to go here in the frame. Loose puck around behind the net. Come back to the line where it's kicked ahead. A 2-on-1 for the Canucks if they can go. Quick shot, and that one missing well wide of the net. Into the zone comes Gertzen. His shot, he scores! On the Twister score, that's Gertzen. His second of the game, 35.7 seconds left in the frame. And Riley Gertzen has the Twisters back in the lead. It's Gertzen from the grave. Here's a look at the replay. And Gertzen, he fired that in. It's going to be Gertzen unassisted. His second goal of the game for Riley Gertzen. And with that off the draw, Bruce, he'll play that back. 30 seconds to go. A late Twisters goal, restoring their lead. Bruce circling back, and that's picked off by Dick. Deflected into the zone as Colin Thomas took a hard hit. Bouncing puck, Twisters hold it in the zone. One last push, 8 seconds on the clock. And Neal will pick that up. He'll calm it down here. And he'll just slap that down the ice in on net. Enns makes the save, or Correction, LaRock makes the save. Again, my bad on that. We head to intermission. The Twisters still up by one on a late goal from Riley Gertzen, unassisted at 35.7 seconds. Though the Canucks, they were able for a brief moment to tie it up for a couple minutes earlier on in the period, and finding the back of the net to do that on the scoring summary was Roy Neal with the goal and the assist going to Cole Younger. Gertzen goal unassisted. And as we continue, again, a great meeting. These teams have been the best here in these last couple seasons, as this is, again, their third meeting in the last 4 seasons. And with that, we'd also like to talk about how dominant the Canucks offense has been in that they've scored 71 goals both times in their championship run. In the playoffs alone, and this one here tonight, they've got 2 goals so far. It brings them up to a total of 53, if I'm not mistaken on my stats with that. And it'll be interesting to see how the Twisters go against that high-scoring team of the Canucks, and how these goaltenders, as we talked about their stats, only giving up 0.6 goals a game and 1.5 apiece for Logan Enns and for Owen LaRock. And Owen LaRock has showed how he's fared so far, and he's done enough to keep his team in the lead. And before I let you go for a commercial break, your final shots of the period for the St. James Canucks: 7, giving them a total of 19. Pembina Valley Twisters, they had a total of 18 shots, giving them a total of 25. And with that, we'll be back with you after commercials.
Come and discover the warmth and hospitality of Morris, home of the thrilling Manitoba Stampede. Nestled as the central hub on Highway 75, Morris is more than a town. It's a thriving nexus of business and community, with new industrial opportunities ready to break ground. Join us and make Morris your next investment.
A co-op is not a building. It's not a gas bar, a home center, or a food store.
Same name. Now that's something that doesn't happen every day. But as I've had the opportunity to work with this exceptional award-winning company, I've come to understand that there is something that happens every day with Morris, Manitoba's Paul Brandt Trucking. They deliver quality. Paul Brandt Trucking has helped me to do business better. My trucking company of choice since they first appeared in the Convoy video. Their world-class fleet and personnel literally keep the show on the road, delivering our gear and stage production each and every night. Congratulations, Paul Brandt Trucking, on 50 years of traditional values, modern methods, and for service with excellence on every single run. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.
Saving for your child's education doesn't need to be stressful. Access offers a wide range of investment options to help you and your family's future, like a registered education savings plan. With the flexibility to deposit anytime throughout the year, you decide when and how much to contribute, making it easy to save for your child's education. Contact us today to start your savings plan so you can spend more time celebrating your child's future. Access Credit Union, where you need us to be.
And both teams out here and ready to go here. Start off the third period. And what has been a dandy so far in this one. We got 3-2 game. Twisters leading on the scoreboard as well as in the shot category. 25-19 with 18 shots in that last frame. Your goal scorers in the last period. Roy Neal, he found the back of the net from Cole Younger to tie this one up. And then with 35.7 seconds left, Riley Gertzen undesisted gave the Twisters a 1-goal lead. Off the draw, Neal He'll continue to control it in his own zone. Played ahead off the stick of the Canucks and into the zone. LaRock, he'll play it ahead off a couple sticks, still fighting with it. William back to the point. Played ahead by Gertzen. Or by Carroll's. Mind you, my bad on that one. And Carroll's dumps his man. Sorry, Cohen Thomas. To Hepner. Hepner is shot through traffic, and that gets deflected off the high glass. Continuing to play it on the near side is the Canucks, now getting it out of the zone. And back to that fast-paced hockey. Here we go. Starting with Mason Vendel and his rush on the counter. Guilford with a counter of his own. And that puck then ends up behind the Gilbert and behind the net. And a high stick. We got power play coming your way for the Twisters. And with that, it's a high sticking call as Guilford got clipped up high. We'll see the man who clipped him in a second here. And there it is right there. And that's not the penalty killer or goal scorer you want in the box. As Neal walks a little ahead to the box for the 2 minutes. Twisters 0 for 1 so far, and their only power play of the game for both teams. I mean, now you also, though, can use this to a strategy here. If you're the Canucks there watching Neal coming out of the box, if you're able to kill off this penalty, as they ice that all the way down, that's how the opening minute goes